Your compost pile might be attracting a few earthworms, but if your garden soil still feels lifeless and compacted, you're missing the one critical element that ancient farmers discovered thousands of years ago. While modern gardeners obsess over adding organic matter, they completely overlook the habitat complexity that transforms ordinary soil into an irresistible earthworm sanctuary. Most gardeners make the same fundamental mistake, thinking that throwing kitchen scraps and grass clippings into their beds will automatically create a thriving earthworm population. The harsh reality is that earthworms need far more than decomposing organic matter to establish permanent colonies in your soil. Different earthworm species have completely different habitat requirements. Red wigglers love surface compost piles, but the deep-burrowing night crawlers that create the most dramatic soil improvements need stable, structured environments several inches below ground. Without understanding these distinctions, you're essentially trying to attract dolphins to a kiddie pool. The missing piece isn't just about food availability. Earthworms require specific moisture levels, temperature stability, proper pH ranges, and most crucially, a complex soil structure that provides both nutrition and secure shelter throughout their entire life cycle. Archaeological evidence from Mesopotamian and Egyptian agricultural sites reveals something remarkable. These ancient civilizations maintained incredibly fertile soils, supporting dense populations for centuries without any modern amendments. They didn't stumble upon this success by accident. These farmers practiced controlled burning of agricultural waste, creating what we now call biochar. This stable carbon form serves dual purposes as both an earthworm attractant and long-term soil conditioner. The porous biochar structure creates countless microscopic homes for beneficial microorganisms while retaining the moisture and nutrients earthworms find absolutely irresistible. Japanese farmers developed bokashi fermentation, treating organic matter with beneficial microorganisms before soil incorporation. This process created food sources that earthworms couldn't resist, while simultaneously improving soil structure and microbial diversity. Indigenous American practices included the strategic placement of fish remains and wood ash. This clever method created nutrient-rich zones that naturally attracted earthworm populations. Quite ingenious, don't you think? The forgotten wisdom lies in understanding that soil fertility isn't just about adding nutrients. It's about creating an environment where beneficial organisms want to live, reproduce, and thrive permanently. It's a holistic approach, really. This revolutionary technique combines ancient principles into one powerful method that consistently attracts earthworms within weeks. To implement it, create trenches about 8 inches deep and 6 inches wide throughout your garden beds. Make sure to space them 3 feet apart. It's a game changer for sure. Start with a 2-inch layer of coarse organic matter, like small twigs or thick plant stems. This creates essential air pockets and drainage while also providing a structural foundation for the decomposition process. Next, add a thin layer of biochar or finely crushed hardwood charcoal. This acts as both a moisture regulator and a surface area multiplier for beneficial microorganisms. Follow with alternating layers of nitrogen-rich materials like coffee grounds or fresh grass clippings and carbon-rich materials such as shredded leaves or paper. The crucial difference from traditional composting is adding clay-rich soil or bentonite clay between layers. This provides the mineral content earthworms require for their gizzard function while creating the stable structure they prefer for tunneling. The final layer consists of aged manure mixed with finely ground eggshells or bone meal, providing immediate nutrition and the calcium carbonate earthworms need for reproduction. Cover the entire trench with thick mulch of straw or leaves, creating the dark, moist environment earthworms find irresistible while protecting materials from temperature extremes. Strategic watering plays a crucial role, but it's not just about maintaining moisture. Earthworms are incredibly sensitive to water quality and prefer slightly acidic to neutral pH levels. If your tap water is heavily chlorinated or has high mineral content, collect rainwater or allow tap water to sit for 24 hours before watering your earthworm trenches. It's important to maintain consistent moisture without waterlogging, Think of the dampness of a wrung-out sponge rather than, say, a saturated mess. This precise moisture level honestly creates the perfect environment for earthworm establishment and reproduction. When earthworms establish thriving populations, they create a sophisticated irrigation and aeration system reaching depths no human tool can match. Their burrows extend several feet underground, creating channels that allow deep water penetration during heavy rains, while also providing drainage that prevents waterlogging during wet periods. Earthworm digestive processes produce castings containing 5 times more nitrogen, 7 times more phosphorus, and 11 times more potassium than the surrounding soil. These castings contain beneficial bacteria and enzymes, creating slow-release fertilizer effects that provide plants with steady nutrition over extended periods, while also improving the soil's ability to retain nutrients against leaching. Root system development in worm-rich soils shows remarkable improvements in both density and depth. Plant roots readily follow earthworm tunnels, accessing nutrients and water in soil zones they might never reach otherwise. This enhanced root development translates into stronger, more resilient plants better withstanding drought, disease, and pest pressures. Water retention capacity of soils with established earthworm populations can increase up to 40% compared to similar soils without significant worm activity. This means less frequent watering requirements, better drought tolerance, and more stable soil moisture throughout growing seasons. Begin with 1 or 2 earthworm feast trenches in different garden areas, and observe changes over coming months. So, you'll likely notice the first earthworms appearing within 2 to 3 weeks, but, full soil ecosystem transformation actually takes a complete growing season to establish. So it's a good idea to document your progress with photos and notes about plant performance, soil texture changes, and, how easy cultivation becomes as earthworm populations develop. This approach, honestly, adapts to different garden sizes, climates, and growing situations. Whether you're working with small urban plots or acres of rural landscape. The real beauty, I think, lies in working with natural processes rather than against them. Your investment in soil life today creates a regenerative garden ecosystem that becomes more productive and self-sustaining with each passing season. So, are you ready to transform your garden into an earthworm paradise? Go ahead and subscribe to Crop Corner for more innovative techniques that blend ancient wisdom with modern understanding. And don't forget to share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to revolutionize their soil health.